Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the show with no name. I'm Olivia Hansen, and today we have plenty of stories for you from the world of HHS. With the temps rising and the sun shining, you can feel the excitement for the last few big events of the school year. With just a handful of shows left, let's jump right into it. So Dylan, the arts team has been super busy this week. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, what we got coming up is a blast from the past with a review of the digital media class. And while the rest of the school gets ready for prom, the band room is getting ready for their final performance at Solo Ensemble. We've met some of the students, but now we meet the accompanists that are helping make their solos all the better. We now turn it over to the arts.
For last semester, there was a class that worked to make some incredible digital art using the Adobe line of products, similar to the lower thirds we've been using in our show. They've made mock concert posters, logos, and more. If you're interested, this class should be available next semester to all students as long as enough people sign up. We got in contact with the teacher and the students that took it last semester to get more information.
What I liked about the class was that you could learn how to make designs and art pieces on the computer, digital art. It would help with a lot of different things in the art industry later in life, including making designs for like companies or your own social media, just in general. So it's really fun to get experience for that.
I thought it was pretty relaxing, and I also think it was really fun how creative we could be with all of our projects, because we were given for example, one of our projects is we had to do something in stop motion, and I thought that was pretty cool because some people use paper and some people use clay. So yeah, I think I made one of the empty bowls designs in the class, not the one that we used this year at all, but I've definitely made some designs for other stuff in that class. So
earlier this week, we talked about the rehearsals for solo ensembles and the students working on their solos. Today, we show how proud people are for their students and the background music that doesn't get as much attention.
Yeah, I really love helping the students with their solos. I've done it for 35 years, and so a lot of them I know, but I always get new ones, and it's just really fun to talk to the kids and work with them. Yeah, there's a saxophone solo that one of the senior girls is doing that I've played every year. It's kind of a senior rite of passage, but it's a beautiful solo called Aria. They're probably nervous. It's okay to be nervous. They have worked really hard on their solos, and whatever happens is just one day in the life of that solo, and so they just have to accept how it goes and move on.
What a great opportunity for our band students. I'm sure there will be plenty of incredible performances. Now shifting gears, Lucas, what's up in the field of athletics?
Yeah, we got a lot going on, especially with Easter break already here. Raider sports are heating up like never before, from towering home runs and lightning fast track times to monstrous drives on the green. There's no shortage of excitement. So if you're feeling pretty lax this week, why not turn that chill into some school spirit? Come out and cheer on our Raiders. Now let's check in with our athletics team for more updates.
What's poppin', Raider fans? Spring sports have been unforgettable this season. So let's check in with Addie Niebuhr to see what sports are springing into action this week.
Boys lacrosse won in a nail-biter on Tuesday night. Coming down to the wire, our boys beat Eastview 10-9. To quote goalie Brady Brzezinski, everyone was ballin'. Senior Aiden Cavanis had a solo goal driving downfield and scoring a statement goal to help secure a Raider win. The boys golf team took a trip up 61 to the Park Invite. Senior Luke Kendall notched a 78 to help push the Raiders into second place ahead of both Woodbury and Prescott. John Harris and David Bauer continued their tear, both shooting 74s and tying for second place in the match. Softball won 10-1 over North St. Paul, a team that is normally ranked top in the conference. Senior Claire Reeder had 4 RBI and everybody else hit the ball very well, all combining for 13 hits.
Golf is being unforgettable tonight at home. The boys have their home Dakota County invite at Hastings Golf Club, and girls golf is at a conference match at the very own Emerald Greens here at Hastings. Good luck to all the golfers today. Ultimate Frisbee hosts the Egan Blue team tonight at 6 p.m. in the soccer fields behind the high school. Frisbee's making them to look this game a thriller, so make sure to get out to either the Frisbee or the golf team to show your support. Away events tonight are boys tennis at Two Rivers, softball at Hill Murray, and girls lax at St. Paul Academy in Summit.
Here's a quick preview of some of the upcoming events in the sports world.
Let's keep supporting the spring sports as they continue through their seasons. Have an awesome long weekend, Raiders.
What a great week for our Raiders. All of us here at the show are excited to see what the season brings. Now we are headed into the world of academics for a recap of the newest members of NHS, as well as highlighting all 3 levels of our French classes. Over to academics. Au revoir.
Chapelle, ils prennent des nouvelles, mon sourire leur ment, rien n'est plus comme avant. Je fais semblant au milieu des
French 1 students at HHS wrap up their unit on cafe culture and food. For their summative assessment, they wrote and performed skills for their classmates. Afterwards, they celebrated their successes with a taste testing of flavored syrups in flat or sparkling water, which is a common European cafe refreshment. And our French 3 students here at HHS wrote and shared children's stories about barnyard animals to demonstrate their mastery of the 2 major past tenses in French, and when to use each as their final project for their current unit. They all enjoyed a nice snack along with a mock storytime out.
On Monday this week, 73 juniors were inducted into the National Honor Society. National Honor Society is a co-curricular student organization which promotes academic excellence and leadership. Now, NHS has a total of 127 members, including 5 senior officers and 5 junior officers.
Ooh, got another jam, yeah, I know it. Gonna lift up my hands, gonna show this little light that I got up the bush. Yeah, it's mine, take a look, you can see if you focus. Let it shine all day. Brighter than the hate that tries to get in my way. Brighter than depression trying to get in my throat. Yeah, I think that's like the antidote. Yeah, I think it's close. I might mess around and get my name in the paper. I don't want your chicken salad.
The 5 new officers are Reese Keller, Natalie Knudsen, Charlie Reamer, Linnea Ronning, and Sebastian Strauss. You will see these new members joining the pre-existing senior members in service and leadership events.
We had some great stories from our academics team today. Also in the world of academics is the search for graduation speakers. The informational meeting took place on Tuesday, but Mr. Dugstad is looking for even more senior participants, both speakers and members of the judging panel. Swing by his room in B3 or email him for more information. Aiden, what has community been working on this week?
Well, we've been quite busy this week at Community Olivia. For this episode, we were reached out to by a student to help them spread the word about a special project of theirs. Speaking of special projects, Brecken Siebenauer is working on a food drive for his AVID project. On top of all that, we've also got an interview with some of the Boy Scouts. Now we head over to Community.
I'm doing a food drive for Hastings Family Services in order to help mitigate hunger in Hastings. It's a service learning project where we try to go out into the community and help out in any way, shape, or form that we can. A few of my classmates have done like coffee carts for teachers to help them out, like or just like backpacks filled with supplies for kids who need them. This is for AVID. It's a senior and junior sort of thing. This project is taking place on the week of the 21st of April, so that Monday to Friday. Non-perishable foods. Please don't bring in things that will expire pretty soon.
I am part of Troop 503, so we're out of the Hastings Evangelical Lutheran Church just behind the tennis court. So the Scouts are a organization, a group of usually young adults or children, and we do a lot of different activities, you know, go on campouts. Some of my favorite activities, I really like mountain biking. So we have, at one of my favorite camps, Tomahawk, we offer a mountain biking course. I also love yo-yoing, but we don't have a yo-yoing merit badge yet, which is unfortunate. My favorite part of scouting, it's a little bit different. I work at a scout camp, I work at Tomahawk, and it gets me out of the house for 3 months in a row, and I really enjoy getting to work with kids and stuff like that. We do a lot of different things, so it'll depend on what troop you join, if you join Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts, because you can join a troop that goes camping once a month if you really like camping, or you could join a troop that does more activities like bowling or paintball if you're more interested in that. I would recommend Scouts to anyone, generally under 18. But yeah, if you're interested in activities, going outside, learning some new stuff, then I would recommend it for you. You can sign up by going out to scouting.org, I believe, but you put in your zip code and then it'll bring up troops in your area.
Well, this year is shaping up to be one for the books, Raiders. I hope you all have an awesome week, and we'll see you at the next episode. Well, I'm just looking at you anyway, so.
And is a blast from the past.
Easter break coming up. As of heating up.
Pickle.